Hey, welcome back. I was thinking between episodes, I didn't really finish that DCLA point. I was thinking about it more because that was 7th grade, and 7th grade was kind of the point where in 7th grade, I was still I still had kind of a personality around people, and I could still be myself and talk to people. 8th grade, something happened. I don't know. My hormones changed my brain, and I just couldn't do that anymore. But it wasn't that DCLA thing. There's some stuff about like just being in this convention with all these people talking to you that I didn't like. But it's not a bad memory. It's not. I remember, like, I felt like a normal, like, preteen, teen person. Like, it felt normal. I think when I was in school in 7th grade, I didn't really talk to people. But when I did the church stuff in 7th grade, I did talk a little bit more. I remember every day, it was like this DCLA thing was a Christian retreat conference that middle school and high school kids went to. So I'm in New Jersey. We went to DC for the weekend. And every day in like the morning there was this meeting. It was pretty cool. We went with a group of like 30 kids, but they split us up into different groups. So I was in a group with like people from California and Texas and Minnesota, and we would talk about the Bible or something. I don't even remember. I think we had a packet, and we would just talk to each other about Jesus. I don't know. And there, of course, it was a bunch of middle school kids, like 10 or maybe like 5 or 6. I remember being in this huge room, and there was like 100 different groups of just 5 or 6 kids in a circle talking about Jesus. Kind of weird. The monster's still mute. That's good. I remember this girl talking about how her friend was doing drugs and she was trying to help her. And I remember thinking, your friend is doing drugs? That's crazy. You're in 7th grade. I remember having that thought. Like, I'm not supposed to have friends like that. And I might have been, no. This is like a normal thing that I remember happening. This is, I don't know, like the last normal thing that happened to me that involved social people. And that's a weird way to say it. But maybe when I say it, you'll understand what I mean. So, well, one of the kids that was my age in our group, like our New Jersey group, he was kind of, I don't know, a bro-y person. How bro-y can you be in 7th grade? But 7th grade boys, they can be bro-y in a bad way. Like, talk about, they could be gross and weird, and I was never like that, I don't think. I mean, I definitely wasn't like that, because I never really talked to people. My sound's good, right? So there was a girl and one of my in the group. She was from like California or Minnesota or whatever. And I remember after one of the sessions, the bro-y guy was like, "Oh, that girl's cute. Like, did you get her? You should get her number or whatever." And I remember she had, for some reason, we were all sharing our emails. And I was like, well, I got her email. And he's like, oh, that's great, you're in, or whatever. I was like, oh, this is normal. I'm like a normal person. In the back of my head, I was thinking, I don't like this girl stuff. I don't want to talk to her. I'm going to email her. She lives in California. I don't want to do that. But it was nice to be... yeah, like, accepted as part of the group. He was... I didn't really like him, but people kind of liked me. Like, I was very inoffensive and amiable. So even the broy people they didn't hate me, or they didn't think I was a nerd or whatever. They weren't like, oh, you're gross and weird and lame. So... But they were never, like, liked me, because I wasn't, like, a super bro-y person. But it was nice. I was like, oh, I got her email. And he's like, oh, that's good. You're in now. You just gotta send her emails, and then you'll get her number. I'm like, okay, what are you talking about? I don't want to do any of that stuff, but it was nice to be accepted. And I did feel like I would joke around with them too. Like, I would make jokes and they would laugh at them. That never really happened past 7th grade, but I do remember. And it was dumb stuff, but it's always dumb stuff. I mean, even if I make jokes now, it's dumb stuff. But I can't make jokes with people. And they don't laugh, even if I try. It was like, I remember... This proves that this actually happened, because it's so dumb, and it's so 12-year-old boy. But I remember it because it was the last time anything like this happened to me, where like I was part of a group and making jokes and stuff. I remember 2 things. Well, one is we were doing Indian accents. We were doing like Apu from The Simpsons, and I was doing the accent, and people were laughing. I'm not going to do it now for obvious reasons, but we were doing the, like, I guess I felt like I could do it well, and when I did it, people laughed. And I was making jokes about, like, I don't remember. And then I remember we did this whole thing about someone poking my stomach and then me doing the Pillsbury. What did the Pillsbury Doughboy do again? I don't know. But we were making jokes about that, and it was like... I don't know why I never became friends with those people, but I didn't. I remember a lot about that trip. Like we had a hotel room and we'd eat pizza. We were watching SportsCenter. That was nice. And I didn't feel rejected. Like I wasn't part of the group. We were in a group of about like 6, 7th grade boys. I don't really like to talk about memories because I feel like it's boring, but I never really do it. I like to talk about current stuff. Did I just save? Okay, so Smithy, here we go. It's the final boss. I kind of did my eulogy for Mario RPG yesterday, so... But what do we think? Should I... Yeah. Should I end this episode and then do the final boss tomorrow? I don't think so. final episodes. Looks tough though. You're there. Smithy's main attack is Sledge, which should be self-explanatory. You may also use the smelter to produce ciphers who can cast special attacks. Attack him any way you want, and most importantly, heal frequently. Whether or not you want to take out smelter is your choice. But you should attack the ciphers when they appear, as they only cause trouble. Smithy is composed of 2 parts. The head changes. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna end today, and I'm gonna fight the boss tomorrow. I think it's gonna take at least 15 minutes. And I have to do 7 episodes today. And you can see on my paper, I gotta write a 6. I've done 6 episodes today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are my times. So I started today at 8:04, and that means I'm supposed to end at 8:24. No. I started at 8:04, and I'm supposed to end at 8:19. Oh, so I'm only 3 minutes short. Okay, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna end. And tomorrow we'll finish. I'm supposed to do 7 episodes every week. So if I end there at 6 episodes, then it's like I'm an episode short. Okay. Am I saying like too much? Blah, stop it. Okay, bye.